be absolutely fine.
Long day.
Right. Okay, here we go. Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Flory Models Live Show. Here we are with you on the 12th of October 2023. We hope you're all doing very well. How are we doing this evening, gentlemen? We all good?
Yes, thank you.
Andy's got the grinning from what we were talking about just before we went on, which we can't repeat on air, so it's like, sorry. That doesn't even get past the watershed shows, those ones. So yes, anyway, we trust you're all doing very well, and obviously we had a little bit of a break last week for me to get hitched with the guys and all the rest of it. First of all, I have to say thank you to everybody who sent cards.
Phil didn't get hitched to the guys.
No, he didn't get hitched to the guys. I've got a photo here. Hold on, somewhere.
Back to the original conversation.
Yeah, we're back to the one before. We'll keep that one back for a members show. So, yes, look, there we go. Proof it did happen.
Hey,
There's me with Lola, with Hatel Rock behind in the sun, amazingly. So, but yes, it did happen. We had our wedding cake, which had a bit of a stormtrooper theme. That's it. This is the only arty photo so far I've had from the photographer. So, but yeah, anyway, this is the ones I took of the cake. That was our wedding cake with little cakes all around, which is very nice as well. And for people wanting to know, the bottom one was chocolate and the top one was vanilla, because we're like traditional like that.
Weird chocolate. It was really, really nice.
It was lovely. I had some of that.
Really nice.
I must admit, I've only had the chocolate. We've literally got a tiny bit left, which supposedly we're keeping for someone, but that might go after the end of the show. So, but yes, but there we are. That's us there. Obviously, I had a lovely day. The weather was amazing, so really can't go wrong. Obviously, there's the team looking very dapper. So yeah, Colonel Sanders in the middle there. That's Keith, who hasn't been on the shows for a long time, but he used to be on the shows a lot back in the day. But that's if you're wondering. And that's Steve on the left. Obviously, we've got Matthew there. We've got Keith. We've got John looking very dapper. My good self in the middle there. And we've got Nathan, and there's Andy. So, yes.
I don't know what I'm doing with my leg.
You have got that a jaunty angle. You've got the other ones as well. Do they change it to the other angles?
As well.
Hello, sailor.
Yeah, that's it. He's just showing a bit of leg, clearly, on that one. So, but yes. But anyway, we did have a fantastic time. But again, thank you to everybody who sent cards, because obviously you know what the post is like, because it's John's fault. Blame him. So consequently, when we came back off of our little mini honeymoon, we had a load of cards. So, but big thank you to everybody. We had a few presents as well. Stuart H as well. Thank you very much for the book and the bits and pieces as well. That was absolutely lovely. Thank you a lot. We had 2 bottles of champagne turn up. We had a few bottles of Prosecco. You know who you guys are. But we had loads and loads of cards as well. To put it this way, we've got a table. Not massive, as everyone knows, or the guys know, in our just out by the door, and literally it's just loaded with cards on there at the moment. So, but big huge thank you to everybody. But we completely lucked out. The weather was unbelievable, because literally as we walked out to take our positions, because we had an outside wedding, the sun came out, which was amazing for Dartmoor in October. And then it just got hotter as the actual weekend progressed right way through. So can't complain at all. I know Nathan went hiking up on the moor, didn't you?
We did. We went up the rock. It was good. It's like nice. August weather is, and so nice.
It is. And obviously, if you're up there in good weather, you can see literally almost the entire Devon or South Devon from up there. So, yes, it's got good views. So, but no, we did have a fantastic time.
How was your journey home, Nathan?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, Andy.
Do you know the full story to that?
With the football club bus caught fire.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they played Exeter. I thought it was Plymouth. It wasn't. It was Exeter they were playing, and they were going home, and then the bus caught fire. So the entire team coach went up in smoke that you got stuck behind.
It was Barnsley.
Oh, well, there you go. The mercy burning then.
After about 90 minutes, they just told us to do a U-turn and drive down the motorway the wrong way.
Well, it's an experience. It's like being in America.
It was just like, it was a bit weird driving down the M5 on the wrong way, and I was the second. There was one truck behind me, and that was it. He was the last vehicle through. We just followed the police car,
But what do you do when you go up the slip road? Because then you're on the roundabout the wrong way, aren't you?
What they did is they took us. This police car went ahead, and he blocked people coming up the slip road. And then we just drove over the cross-hatching. So we went up the normal slip road, obviously driving straight over the cross-hatching, and then we had to go through Gloucester and rejoin at the top. But it was just weird coming out the services, and I was like, "There's literally no one on the motorway ahead of us or on the other side." And it was that point I thought, "Oh God, what's gone on?" And then we just got stuck for about 90 minutes, just waiting for whatever. And they just turned us round and straight back the services, around the other way, and off we went. But hey,
good.
Nobody died. That's the main thing.
Yes, definitely. But as you say, makes it eventful because the wedding wasn't. We went off without a hitch. I can't complain about a thing, really.
Yeah,
you know,
didn't it?
We had a bit of a worry about before because we had a meal before with the guys, and literally the cake didn't turn up. And we were like, "Where's the cake? It's supposed to be in there 4 o'clock in the afternoon of the day before the wedding." Scott's got it. I'm like, "Oh, it's fine. It'll turn up." But my wife now didn't quite see it that way, and she was pulling her hair properly out. So I just said, "I'll pop."
What time did it actually arrive then?
It turned up about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, right, cracking.
So, yeah, they put it in there. Literally, the hotel staff popped down to Tams and turned to her. "You're okay, the cake's arrived." Otherwise, I was going to pick up some Colin the Caterpillars en route from Marks and Spencer's, and we were going to do that. So, but yes, so that was all right. Anyway, we got there in the end. But yes, anyway, but say thank you to all the messages and all the support and all the rest of it. So it's done now. So back to normal. So this week, obviously, I had a few days off beginning of the week, just sorting the rest of the stuff out. Got back to it on Tuesday, getting everything sorted out. We had the PM show was back on yesterday. So we did that one as well. So we got back to it. And to be honest, I've been pushing on very nicely with this. I've been really cracking on. If I just go to me for a moment. So we've been pushing on very nicely. This isn't the canopy because this is a real canopy. It's over here. So that's been sprayed, tinted as well. So I've got them both tinted. This is the temporary one on here at the moment, just for when we do painting and stuff like that. But we've taken care of obviously the seam lines because they're quite nasty ones on the wings. So we've filled and sanded down those. We've rescribed, put all of those in. Same underneath, so we tidied up down in here. Tail planes are properly on as well. It's quite nasty seams as well down under here. So we've gone through and we've filled and done all of those ones. So that's all done. The wings are all sorted and done as well now. So we've actually just rescribed all the panel lines in. And I did a little bit of a Nathan trick, really, because you like using a razor saw, don't you, Nathan?
Oh, yeah. Best scribe done in that.
It is. So I used razor saw because, to be honest, the panel lines on this, they're quite, well, I wouldn't say chunky, but they're a perfect size for these. So you've got the CMK fine saw blades. They're exactly the right diameter for this. So when you're popping them in, they just work really, really nicely. So we had a few little tidy ups down in here. And because they're the perfect size, we ended up using those for it. So those have all gone through. And then, let's say, I've been working on the engines. So we've got the engines all sort of sorted for it as well. So these are all done, ready to go in, and all the other bits. So technically, this is ready for primer. So we can get a coat of primer on this. Once I've got the primer on it, I'm going to re-rivet it purely because it's easier to show you guys the riveting if it's actually covered in primer than it is trying to show you on plastic. So I'll get a coat of primer on this one. We'll get it all sorted, sealed, and then what we'll do is we'll get in there and get it all fully re-riveted and everything. As soon as that's on, we can then just go straight into the paintwork. So but yes.
I bet that's been like a Tamiya kit, hasn't it, compared to the Harrier?
Yeah, to be honest, and this has been a handful. For people watching, you'll know I had a bit of trouble with this one here and there. And but yeah, I must admit, yeah, compared to the Harrier, this thing's an actual dream. I'll tell you what, I do like the Esky kits. You know, these ones are absolutely fantastic. They just go together so well. And there's no frills to it, and that's where this comes in. So if you're going down the aftermarket route, and let's face it, most of the Esky kits, because they've been around a while, Aries has got your back. This is Black Dog stuff in here, but there's other ones as well. I think Wolfpack did some bits and pieces as well for a lot of their stuff. So there's plenty of aftermarket, and you can really go to town with it. So this one, we've done obviously the wheel bays, the bomb bays, communications, and all the other bays, electronics bays at the front, and then obviously we've got the wing fold onto this one and various bits. But if you wanted to, you could do the full cockpit, and you can do all the engines as well if you wanted to. So yeah, it's one of those ones is where do you want to stop, but because they're quite straightforward builds, as in there's not a lot to it, you can chuck all of this stuff in and get away with it really, really quickly. So it just comes together very, very nice. And we've all got a soft spot for the old Viking. So it's a better looking aircraft, I think, than the Hawkeye. So, funny enough, when I was doing my research for this, I did see the one where they actually put a radome on the top, like the Hawkeye's got. It was obviously yeah, so it looks a bit weird with that on it. I'll give it that. It looks like a tracker, the way it works. Yes. But yeah, they put a radome right over the top of it, and it was like, wow, that's on another level. So, but yes, so anyway, been pushing on with that one. As I say, hopefully we'll get that thing into primer tomorrow, and then next week we can get it obviously re-riveted. Then we're going through all the paintwork and everything else. So members, tomorrow you'll get the next part on that one. Is up there. It's going to be part 4, and that's going to cover through. And again, this build hasn't been straightforward. Had a few problems, shall we say. So you'll see all about that as well. So you'll see when I actually sprayed the clear parts with silver paint, which was just because it was in the airbrush and I didn't realise. So you'll get all about sanding that back and taking care of that one. And then obviously this little guy, which we'll be working on today, which is going to be just literally carrying on. So again, we're pretty much all sorted and down in. I'm going to do a little bit of clean up on the leading edge of the wings. We're going to do those ones today. And then Matt has been a little star and he sent me a mast set for it. So we got the mast set for it, which will save about a year's worth of trying to get this one masked
up. Hold on. And what else was with the mast set?
What else was with the mast set? Oh, right. What, the kit?
Yeah.
Sorry. And, hold on, it's covered in stuff. I've got so many thank yous to do it. I'm going to have to, hold on. Let me just move some of this out of the way. So, I've also got to thank, oh, my glasses. Oh, God, I've forgotten your name. Where are we? John. John sent me the decals for said plane we're working on. So, this is the Atlantic one. So it's with the grey, and I have got the full things. He sent me the link to them as well. So he's kindly cut up his decal sheet. So we've got all the decals and the markings and the bits and pieces to do this in the grey. So it's going to be the white with the grey. So that'll be quite cool as well. So that's going to be really, really nice for that one. So big thank you to John for sending me those ones over. To be honest, it cost him an absolute fortune. I will send you something because that's a horrendous price to do that. So I will send you a little something in the post.
I'm going to say that postage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And also, this has arrived from Matt. And I still maintain this is... Well, there's 2 reasons I actually love this kit. First of all, this was one of the first kits I ever did as a commission off the back of eBay. Back in the days, in the 90s, early 90s. I did this and I put it up on eBay after I built it. And somebody bought it. And then I built another one and somebody else built that one. And then someone commissioned me to do it, actually in this markings as well, which was quite handy. So I've got a really, really soft spot for this kit. And also, we've often spoken about how it'd be great if I went back to some of these kits especially and showed you little things. And there's a good little trick for getting these intakes to be completely seamless. So you don't end up having to fill them and all the rest of it. It's a 2-second job when you know it. So this particular one I will be building for the turkey shoot, which we did say is the 20-odd of November. I remember rightly.
24th, is it? Something like that?
Is it 24th of November? So anyway, we're going to be on with you all weekend as a full build, and I'm going to try and build this in one weekend, start to finish.
I think the 24th is the Friday.
Yes. So we'll be doing probably Friday night, and then obviously we'll go right the way through, as always, to Sunday, and I'm going to get this thing built. I might even do it in this markings, even though this is wrong, because it's slightly wrong here, but anyway, we won't worry about that.
So does that include Aries cockpit wheel wells?
No, it doesn't include all of those. It might end up with a cockpit set, just because it might. But the rest of it will be straight out of the box. But again, I've got really, really fond memories. I will do a review of this one as well, because it's one of those kits, as I say. To be honest, if it wasn't for this kit, I wouldn't be here. I'll tell you that right now. It's as simple as that one. The other thing that's turned up today is this little gem, which comes in as quite a large box. Which is one of these, because we've often been talking about F-35s and what a brilliant aircraft they are now, and they don't look like a grey blob at all. And some people even think it looks better than an F-14. Anyway, I thought we'd have a look at it. So the only thing I'm disappointed, so answers down below everybody, but the box art looks a bit, well, to be honest, when I look at it up close, it's really blurry. It's not even good quality. It looks like it was a little picture and they've blown it up to be on this size of box.
Trumpeter box art so rubbish, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah, they're not brilliant, but this one, aren't I? If I show you on the overhead, you'll see what I mean. Look at the quality of it. It's not as nice as some of their others. So I think if it was 72nd scale, I think it would have been a bit better on a box because it would have been all right. But because I've obviously blown it up to go this big, it does look like I've brush painted that on myself. So So yes. Anyway, we will have a look at this one. I will get that review done for you as soon as possible. I don't know about tomorrow because I've got things to do, but I will definitely, obviously, it'll be up with you early part of next week. So
what about the shiny big red box you've got?
Shiny big red box. Oh, that one. Crikey. You can see Matt was down here. He brought me a load of presents. Hold on. We've also got, I know we're a little bit late to the party, but hey-ho. We've also got the new tool, 1/24 scale Spitfire. I would have done a review of this before, but we couldn't get them at all for like 3 months after everybody else got them. But now we have. So I don't know if I will do a review on it. It might just actually end up in my stash. But me and Matt thought, I'll tell you what, we'll have one for the personal stashes.
Well,
so,
you know what's going to happen when it goes out of production? They're going to be like, rocking horse, you know.
Well, it's what we said, isn't it? Because if you want to get a Typhoon... Yeah, or the Hellcat now, it's like, what'd you do?
Pay a lot. Pay a lot for them, that's the problem. So, yeah, so we thought, well, we'll grab one and just sit on it because you never know, do you? Because if you did want to build it, it'll be sod's law. It won't be in production. It'll cost you a fortune to get one. So, well worth definitely. It. Because, you know, obviously AFIX 24 scale kits are the future, aren't they?
Well, you're not being funny. They've got a habit of it. Do you remember they couldn't give away the Mosquito? At all. Yes. They were literally just dead. They were dead. And then all of a sudden, they went out of stock everywhere. And then next thing you know, they're on Fleabay for absolutely extortionate prices. You know?
Yeah,
so.
the Hellcat was the same. The Hellcat was another one. It was a really hard sell when it was in production. And now, bloody hell, they're fetching silly money. I managed to bag one really quite reasonable off eBay, to be honest, and really good price. So, but yeah, if you want one normally, like I say, the Typhoons are the ones. Again, you could pick them up for like 60 quid at one point, if not less, 50 quid, weren't they?
I think I paid, I'm sure I paid 40 odd quid for mine for the.
Yeah. It's nuts. And then,
it is crazy how they work. So, but yeah. So anyway, so I thought it'd be quite interesting to get that one in. I probably won't do a review of it because, to be honest, everyone's done a review of that one. So, but I did notice. Did you see up on social media that Airfix are pushing the old one, the 48 scale Spitfire? And they're all about bringing it out as a classic.
Oh, which one's that?
The 48 scale Spitfire.
Mark 9.
It was on their social media this week. I was seeing it, and they were saying about. And the question was, would you like to see this as added to their classic series? So,
all right, because normally all the vintage classics have been 72nd, haven't they? They've not really done any 48 stuff. Well, hey, you never know. They might bring the Harrier GR3 and FRS1 back out as a vintage classic.
It's a vintage classic. Yes, that'll be interesting. So, but we will see on that one. But no, generally it's been all right. I must admit, getting back in the swing of things and everything seemed to get released and talked about whilst I was away. So, yes, Carl, I agree, because that's where I actually got my 24 scale Typhoon from. Was at Telford one year because they had a pile of them at some store and they were giving them away almost. They were literally just better than trade price, and I must admit that's where mine came from.
I got mine from the show we went to where you got your King Tiger from. Wherever that was.
Can't remember.
I remember it was in school, wasn't it?
Bolton.
Was it Bolton?
There's been a lot of... well, there's been a lot of schools.
There's not a lot of schools where Phil's bought a King Tiger from, though, is there? To be fair.
That's a good point. Was it up north or down south?
It was up north.
Up north.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Hold on, I remember it now. Wasn't it the... wasn't that the hotel where they had no hot water we were staying in till we got the night free? I'm pretty sure it was. And then it was in a school. You're right. I can't think which one it was now, though.
No.
Yeah. So...
Too long ago.
Charles says, will I be doing a review of the large space clipper? That's the old 2001, isn't it? Space clipper. I've seen it. They've just been released and they've done it in, I think it's in some small scale, but also one of the really big scales as well, in like 72nd or something ridiculous. I know it's a lot of money.
There's 72nd and 1144, I think. Which one? You had one of them?
No, not that one. No, I didn't have the clipper. No, obviously I did the Discovery. But I haven't done that one. Mobius have done it, yes.
Mobius have done it, yes. Very good, very good. Yes.
I don't know. I might get one, and then it'll just live in my sci-fi stash of stuff, which I don't seem to build these days because I'm more interested in 3D printed stuff. So, but we will see how that goes on that one. So yes, good job. Anyway, right, John, go on.
I was just about to say, was the F-35 the only thing you brought?
Yes, it was, because said place went out of stock of other items I was going to get.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And before everyone thinks it's us, it's not us. It actually came from another said supplier of ours, but I had something else in the basket, 2 things, and they're both out of stock. So I was like, never mind.
Never mind, Dave.
Never mind. Anyway, let's have a look at John Stuka. If I can find him. No, that's handy. I haven't written anything down today. There you go, you're there.
So that is now all ready to chuck some colour on, some paint on.
Nice. Very nice.
I primed it and there was a few like your normal seams that came up. So I've sorted them out. So that, like I say, is all ready for paint.
Have you glued the guns on? Or are they just hanging on?
Oh, they're just
hanging on.
Bit on there. Yeah, they're not fixed on.
Yeah.
So that's all done. And then I've been just working on the little Airfix Meteor. Got the cockpit and the seat all done. So it's not a bad little kit. It's just got to test fit a lot because there's a lot of ejector pins that sort of foul things up.
Yes.
If you're methodical and just go through and clean all them up, it fits quite nicely. Quite a well-engineered kit, to be honest. So that's what I'll be working on tonight.
Very nice indeed.
That's it for me, basically.
Good. And you've had a good week this week?
Yeah, not too bad. Can't complain.
Well, you could, but no one will care.
Well, that's exactly.
Right, okay. And Mr. Molyneux, that's coming along nicely.
This is my Wingsy Kits 109, which is really, really nice kit. Quite impressed with it. The fits and everything was on it, fantastic. I've not really spent much time on it this week. Been busy, but yeah, it won't take much more to get it done. Yeah, really nice kit. Goes together.
And really well. What markings and that you're going to put that one in?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I mean, that's the one that everybody does.
Yes.
Which I've done one in 32nd in that. I do quite fancy this one, which is a strange scheme.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
That's bad. Got to do that one. That's quite cool. That
Different, isn't it?
Yeah, I do fancy that. So quite possibly will be that.
So where's that from? What's that scheme for? Like a crossover between a North Africa and somewhere else.
It just says Germany 1939.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's got grey RLM02 and RLM 71. Weird.
That's the scheme I did my JU-52 in. It's the early sort of for scheme. It's really good.
It's quite a pre-war scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. So I think I might
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say do it in that one then.
Yeah, so we can get it done for Telford.
Excuse me. Right. Good luck on that. How's the Spitfire doing?
It's finished-ish.
Is it?
It
Cool.
could be.
Right, Nathan, how are you?
I'm all right. So I'll show you what I've done.
Go on then. We like your
You never
T-shirt, by
know.
the way. Now you're on full screen. Show everyone your T-shirt.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll come back to that.
Come back to that in a minute. Yeah.
I'm
Ooh.
doing the MRAP,
Yes.
which David Chandler very kindly sent me. And then I've got, it was one of those things like he spent hours and hours just building the chassis. I'll take these bits out because they're loose, but I've done the whole sort of chassis bit. Can you see a little bit of white plastic there? Because I lost a bit, but Scratch built it and then found it. But obviously, what was really cool about that is the springs work. They're good. And then the engine, which I found out the other day from courtesy of Andy, yellow. I need to spray that yellow, and that's the gearbox or something, isn't it? So I've been busy building the 3,000 parts that go together to make this. That's my build. It's slow, but once now I've got to that bit done, I think it'll progress quite nicely now.
Yes. Has it started to fall apart, all the working bits, so you've decided to glue them just together?
Yeah, the steering works.
Because I think that's what happened to mine somewhere along the line. Everything started to give up because I kept knocking it and bashing it because it's a bit fragile, and then I ended up just gluing it in a position.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to be careful and work out before I go too far how the resin wheels fit, because I bought the resin wheels for it, and then it's got the... Oh, I'm not looking forward to that bit. Look at that. Eek. Radio sets.
I had that as well, and funny enough, I didn't bother.
But now I'm sort of at the paint. I need to paint the engine and yellow, but I want to work out how much of it you can actually see, because then work out how much.
If the bonnet's closed, none.
Not a lot. I think it'd be nice to... So that I got to the paint stage, which I thought, I've got to the paint stage, brilliant. And then I put myself back. I bought some kits, didn't I? Look at that.
Oh, look, nice.
Lake Wharf 109. That's cool. And this one will be Colombian when I get round to it.
It's a super tweet.
Yes, that's cool. That looks like a really good kit, that. So I saw a couple of these on the holiday in Bogota. So I thought, I'll get one of them. So I'm going to do that in Colombian markings. And my t-shirts is Los Pollos Hermanos. Breaking Bad. Which I think someone should actually open. Can you imagine? Could you franchise it? I doubt it. Yeah. So tonight, I think what I feel is, as it's getting closer to Telford, I feel the urge to panic build something.
Yeah, hey, that'd be cool.
I might start that. Because
nice.
The Thunderstreak is something that's not on the Luftwaffe SIG table at the moment. It's one of the gaps. Because that's their first post-war fighter aircraft. I think I'll do that. And it comes in a sort of green-grey scheme.
Very nice.
I might make a start on that if I don't get distracted by shenanigans.
And your t-shirt, show me your t-shirt.
So it's off Breaking Bad.
This is it.
Yeah. Chicken shop. Do you know what? I've still not been to Bobby Fried Chicken.
You don't forget they don't do chicken. Just spoiler alert.
But
They do good kebabs and pizzas.
I just really want to. Can I have some chicken? Don't sell chicken.
Yeah, sorry. You can have a chicken burger, but yeah, they don't actually do chicken. It's yeah. Cool. Right, Matthew. That looks very busy. What are you doing?
I've been carrying on with the 110. I was going to say 109 then. The 110. So the cockpit is, and all the other bits coming together. So that's all the Quinta stuff in there, which I've had to repaint because for some reason they did it in RLM 66 grey. So all this here and this bit on here was actually the decals, a bit like this.
Right.
So like, say that bit there. So I've had to paint over it because obviously, and that bit there in the cockpit, this bit here as well was all grey. It looked really odd, so I've just passed over it with the with this. I don't know if I've got the right shade of RLM02. I'm not going down there, but this is the 1941 version, is it? And it's very green.
Yeah.
There's two versions that they do. They do this one, which is the greyer one, and the greener one. And to be honest with you, I think I've accidentally picked the wrong one up, but I'm running with it because there's definitely not like going to repaint it. So a bit of weathering in there, and when it's all wrapped up, it'll be fine. But not a bad cockpit actually out of the box, to be honest, for the Dragon kit, because this is the original Dragon kit. So obviously the radio gear and all that, you know, just adds a bit to it. Saves a lot of painting or deckling and stuff. So that's coming along. And in my infinite wisdom as well, being a bit like Nathan. Let me just show you the
panel. That's quite cool. Yeah.
Well, you just literally stick it on. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
Peel it off, bit of white glue, stick it on. Happy days. You've got a really cool instrument panel. I tell you what is a bit fiddly. Me and John were on about this actually before we move on. I can't get like if I like in the 3D printed harnesses.
Yeah.
They look all right. I don't know if I like them or not. As in a medium to work with.
Can't you soften them up?
You what, sorry?
Can't you soften them up at all in your hand, or?
No, not
But
really.
they are anyway. They're a bit pliable. They're really sort of soft.
Yeah.
They're like
That's
rubbery, I describe it. They're more like
Yeah,
rubbery
they
when
are.
they're on.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of them, I must admit, not the belts.
'Cause, I mean, there's a few parts of these. Obviously, you get a bit of the thingy belt, and then you have to build them up. And white glue, obviously, it does work, and they do look all right. But I can't. I don't think I'd like to be fiddling about with them in anything smaller than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No,
Put it that way.
no.
I think then it's going to get a little bit, you know. But then, wouldn't you just use fabric ones because you're in 30 seconds? It's one of them. You know what I mean? But they'll be all right for what I want anyway for this. But yeah, so jury's out, and then me sort of gyrocopter. I want to put it on a base. So plan is to knock up a quick base. So all this stuff here is cork board. You can see. And then I've made some sort of concrete slabs, and then I've covered it with this stuff. This is just an acrylic putty, so any acrylic putty will do, or acrylic thinner. It's just I had this to hand, so I've just watered it down. And what I'm going to do is sort of break it all up, so it looks like it's all, you know, worn and whatever.
Cracked. Yeah.
Basically, yeah, like concrete slabs do. Just, you know, put some cracks and wear and tear in it, and then I'm going to put it down out the way without. So put the slabs down, line them all up, you know, as you do, and then get them stuck down and trimmed. And then here I've got a tree. I'm going to stick a tree as a backdrop. So gyrocopter's going to sit sort of on there. That's going to be there. Then I've got a little figure that I found a couple of 3D files for, a couple of nice figures. So I might just print a figure off, and then that'll be ready to get an eighth.
Nice. So it'll be ready for
Another
Telford.
one. If you've got a van ready.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to probably work on this tonight, to be honest. I'm not going to do the 110. I'm going to probably crack on with the base because I want to see how far I can get with it. But yeah.
Cool.
But yeah.
Very
There you
good.
go. That's what I've been up to.
Very nice. Very, very good. Right. Okay. There was a couple of questions as we were going through. Good evening from Germany, Phil. I hope you had a nice wedding. We spoke about it at the beginning of the show. Go back and you can catch up with that one. Charles says, cool t-shirt, Nathan.
Cool.
David Daniel says, sorry?
It's a cool TV show, Breaking Bad, if you've never watched it.
If you've never watched it, yes, it is. Funny enough, my brother's started watching it, must have been early part of this year, and he got so into it, he literally has binged it. All the series and all the way through. It's like, because, yeah, he's properly got into it. So, Matt, what scale is your 110?
32nd.
Which is the Revel kit you're doing, isn't it?
It's the dragon kit in the Revel boxing.
In the Revel boxing, yeah.
C7. Yeah. Obviously, Obby 2000 are doing the D and the E, I think, of it, but it's like same kit. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Very nice. Hello, gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well there. I have a question. Do you plan on doing a kit review for the Zucamori Henschel? Did I do the Zucamori Henschel review?
No, we didn't. We only did a pre-order on it, I think, and then we didn't have many. Okay. It's one of them, to be honest. We've not stocked it because obviously it's an expensive kit.
Niche, isn't it?
We don't want it just sat there and nobody buy it.
I've got the first version if you want to do a review of it, but
I thought I did. Perhaps it was somebody else's version. I did. I don't know. Just rings a small bell somewhere in the old grey matter. Let me just check it. Where are we? I don't think I've done the Zucamori one. That's the thing. Where are we? Reviews. Have a quick look in the. Oh my god!
I've had the Hobby 2000 ones in recently. Which are the
which has a Gower kit in it. So, yeah.
Was it HK Models did one back in the day?
No, it's only Zuckerberg done one in 30 seconds.
Right. Sorry, my system is so slow when we're streaming. It's going to take just a little while to get in here, if it ever bothers. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Who's it wasn't it? It might be in pre-doing these ones as well. Yeah, I can't see it. I think it was even pre that lot. So yes, never mind. Well, I'm sure I did one. Then it had the clear addition to it as well, part of the kit. I can't remember which one it is now.
If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Thing you didn't.
Cool. Right. Okay. So if I pop over to questions, I'll read out some questions. Stuart says, "Good evening, team. Quick question for Phil. Why is the Amazon affiliate area page empty? Is it? No, it shouldn't be because it's on it. Hold on. So if you go in here, look, I'll just show you. Go in here, go right to the bottom of any page, and then it's got affiliate page. Click in there, and look, it's there. Sometimes they put adverts in, which is really annoying. So that's the small version. And then if I go here, let me show you the full version, the members one, because that's in a slightly different area. If I can just find it somewhere. Where are we? So in the members bit, if you go down to the very bottom on the old quick thing and go in bargains, and then you just go affiliate area, and then hopefully all of them will load in. There you go. So it's all in here. So we've got everything in there from Mod Podge through to White Tack, all of them. But no, they're all working. I think we've had this a little bit this week. I will just say I've had a couple of people message me about problems with the site, and then it's all been backtracked to your end. The site's been fine, but we've had people having trouble with photos, and that turns out it wasn't us, it was the server you were using them on, because you're using work servers and things like that. That was in one case. I had another guy who had real troubles with it, but again, it's VPNs. It doesn't like it because it needs to know you're a member and you've paid, in other words. So that's why you had trouble with that one. So you couldn't watch any of the videos and stuff like that. So as soon as you turned it off, it worked fine. So again, if you can do a little bit of troubleshooting your end before, because otherwise I have a look, I don't know, I go off to the devs, have a word with them, they're like it's running fine, and then by the time I come back you've usually sorted it out. So but yes, if you can have a look at those ones yourselves, that would be great. But if you do have a proper problem, let me know. Jeff says, "Hi team, just had my prizes of the Flory sanders arrive in Australia last week, already using them. Top product too." Well, that's it. It was the prize that money can't buy.
The last ever sander.
Yes, that's it. The last sanders. I'll be selling off my old worn out ones next.
Hey, guess what we sold? Our last 22 went this week.
Oh, right. Okay. That's the last of the sheets.
Yep. So we have got no more sanders now.
Bless.
Oh, no.
That's it. Done. Dusted.
All gone. Okay. Paul says, a question for Nathan. With regarding the classic group build, I know that the main requirement is that any kit released up to the 31st of December 1990 and subsequent reboxings after. So as long as the kit was manufactured before. My question is, if a reboxing of the kit includes new parts, does the fact that the kit includes new parts disbar it from the group build?
I think you know, yeah, we had that with some Tamiya armour that they added an extra sprue. I think it's all right because as long as it's substantially old, I think it's all right.
Yeah, as long as the main bits are. Because he's saying here, an example would be the Airfix 72nd scale Jaguar GR3, which was reboxed in 2004 and contained new parts.
Oh yeah, for the 3A/ES. That's all right. I mean, it's vintage. It's 90s. Like the bulk of it's vintage, isn't it? And the other thing is, like, some people are thinking, can I put Edard photo etch in it or aftermarket? As long as it's the base of your models, the old kit, I think we're happy with that, aren't we?
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, go for it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. As long as the major part of it, you know, if you're doing an aircraft, the fuselage, if you're going to cut the front end off to put something in, as long as the rest of it is all the original one, then that's fine.
And aftermarket's fine because I think if we're going to be like vintage aftermarket, you'd be after Verlinden bits and all that, and it's just not practical to do that. So that's fine. Like the Airfix classics, I mean, they're repops. They're like literally out this year, but they're fine because the tooling's old, and I know like one of them's got nuclear parts, hasn't it? I can't remember.
Yes, yeah.
That's fine because you know, we're not bothered, and you don't have to use like the old decals. You can put new decals on. Yeah, go for it. Sounds like it's fine, that build.
Cool, good job. Richard says, "Hi team, I have the 24th scale Stuka on pre-order, which is due date was September. Just wondering if there's been a delay. I'm asking because I have an eye on the 8K Lancaster and my budget won't stretch to both."
Asking for a friend.
Yes.
Let me just have a quick look, see if there's any updates. 1 second. Oh.
Is Matthew there with his Gorilla Glue?
Yeah, man. Gorilla Glue's bestest.
I tell you what, it's funny you say that. Look, I've been using it today as well, and I've got that water active stuff that's like tar, but the stuff seriously is like concrete when it goes off. It's really good stuff.
It is really good. I wanted some of the Elmer's glue that's get in the States, but we don't. You know, this is about the nearest we can get in it.
Yeah.
That Elmer's glue, and I've also got my Evo stick, but I've got a feeling that ain't going to come out of there. However much you clean it, it always tends to clog up. I'm actually surprised this is working. To be honest, I did clean it, but you know what I mean. It's
to be honest, I've got the trouble with my super glue at the moment, which is very similar to my other one, where I can't get the top off anymore. So I'm having to do that because the super glue bit's literally on there, and I've been fighting with it. So now I've got 2 bottles with around about a quarter in each. Yeah. It seems they've got to the same level, which is the really weird thing as well. They're about the same, and then the lid goes on. So, yes.
Now, one of our suppliers that we probably be getting them from, or no, actually probably won't now, is saying September. Bit late for that. And according to Airfix, it's autumn, which is a bit late for that because aren't we now in winter? No, October, November, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
I reckon that Stuka will be out in the next couple of weeks. I do. I don't know, but I think it'll be soon.
It'll be on a container in the middle of the ocean somewhere right now, won't it?
So basically, what you need to do is make your mind up of what you want. What's your priority?
Yes.
Tough call.
Definitely. Okay, Dave says, "Hi team, I'm going to be at Telford for both days and staying nearby. As I've not been there before, we'll have to travel in both days by car. Is it easy parking at the International Centre without any trouble? Or any trouble with getting to the centre? To be honest, parking is an absolute freaking nightmare. Go and find one of the many car parks around Telford and go in there.
The best bit,
and then just walk in.
If you drive past the Telford Centre, there's a multi-storey car park on your left-hand side.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's quite often got spaces. Or if you carry on past the multi-storey car park, there's an Asda.
Yeah.
That you can park in their car park. If you park right at the back of the Asda, you can actually walk through towards the shopping centre, can't you? Get through to the Telford Centre.
Yeah, there's options, but it does fill up quite early.
It does. A lot of people I've seen sleeping in their car. They get there early and then just kip in their car. That's how bad it gets.
That's just because they're too tight to pay for a hotel room.
Well, yeah, there is that as well.
I get there super early because I'm in as an exhibitor and there's a queue at like daft o'clock to get in. The queue clears quickly, to be fair. You're not queuing for hours, but yeah, it fills up. People are nuts.
Yes. Well, like me and Matt were discussing this early, we're going to turn up about mid-afternoon.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
When the queue's gone down, we're just going to swan in.
4 o'clock.
An hour before it shuts.
Yeah.
Last hour.
So that's the plan for that one.
But people then get. I mean, I get there like, is it an hour before the public can get in, or 2 hours before? And there's people queuing to get in 2 hours early. So it is a bit. It is.
I tell you what, I will not miss standing outside, normally in the freezing cold and rain most of the time, in the morning, waiting to get in, because trade is supposed to be allowed in at a certain time, but then whoever lets you in can't be asked.
Yeah.
I will not, because the amount, and also normally you're carrying something heavy, and you're all stood there like lemmings waiting to go in, because some muppet won't let you in. That I won't, be annulled. So,
But, yeah, it is the best model show in the calendar and the worst one all at the same time, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's best if you're visiting, but if you're a trader or exhibitor, it's the worst ever.
I hate it.
Yes.
If you put that back where you put it originally, Matt, that one you got in your hand. No, the one you got in your hand. The other one, square one. Yeah, put it back where you originally put it, so it's off the corner.
Are we playing Tetris?
You can use that corner for that bit you were trying to do on the other side.
Yeah. I'm just working stuff out.
Is it like? Have you seen that new Tetris now, the 3D one? But it's like a game. So, and it's on a seesaw. And the idea is, right, so imagine it's like on a seesaw and you put your bits of Tetris shapes all in. And the idea is you make it bigger and bigger. And whoever makes it fall over, obviously loses. And I thought, that's quite a cool game. Someone's putting a new spin on that.
Right.
Um,
Can you play it on your TV with joysticks?
No, unfortunately, it's old school. You have to use your hand. Pick real pieces up and place them. It's like proper old. It's not even virtual in virtual reality. It's so bad. Charles says, does anyone know why we never see model manufacturers advertising on TV, radio, etc.? It's just numbers. There's not many of us. We're quite nichey doing scale modelling. You might get RC back in the day, wouldn't it? You used to get Tamiya adverts and stuff like that back in the day, in the 70s and 80s. But yeah, for model kits and that, very. The only thing you do see on the TV is the old D'Agostini builder part for about £8 million over 10 years.
Yeah.
And they'll probably go bust halfway through anyway. So, yes.
Way too niche for mass media advertising these days.
I think so, yes.
I've seen
but Airfix have been doing adverts on YouTube, though, haven't they?
Yeah, I've seen the odd Facebook advert for model companies. Obviously, the algorithm can find me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. That'd blow the entire Airfix marketing budget in one go, wouldn't it? We did a telly advert.
Okay. That was Dave. Okay, Andrew says, hi all, hope you all had a nice holiday. Okay, can I ask you two things? Is it best to do the oil paint fading over a matte coat? So yes, a matte or a satin coat is definitely for oils. They need something to physically grip to the surface of your model. If you put it on a gloss, it's just going to go. It's going to wipe away. So like using pigments and oils and that, if there's a bit of texture down there, it gives them something to grip to, and you can blend them as well. Otherwise, you're literally just wiping the clean off. So, you know, a nice mild matte finish. I wouldn't say like dead flax, it'll get caught into it properly, but like a satin is absolutely ideal for it, really, doing things like that. Second part of the question is, how do you cut things like Albion alloys and plastic tubing and still keep them circular? I did this the other day. Look, I can show you right here. I actually did it in a video. So what you do, this is my one here. You take your nicey knife. Where's your knife? Here we go. I do it like this. So you just pop it down. Tell you what, I'll put some glasses on. I can see it then. All right. And then literally you place it down and roll it. And if you roll it, you'll very lightly go through, and then you'll have a perfect tube. No, you probably can't see it, but there we go. We have a tube. It doesn't flatten it. So if you just roll it, obviously if you come in, if you've got a really sharp knife, it might actually be okay. But yeah, no, it's crushed it. As you can see, it's literally crushed it instead of cutting it. So I do the thing of literally just place it down, and then you just roll it very gently. There we go. And it doesn't take much, and they come off as perfect as you can see, because it rolls little tubes. So you can just place them down and roll. There we go. And they come away. So nice sharp blade, and gently roll it right the way through. Same goes with the plastic, same goes with all of them. You can get that mini little circular saw though, can't you? Do you remember that thing? Wasn't it? Who made that? It's a little USB plug-in one, wasn't it? And basically it was a chop saw for plastic and metal. You put it in and zzz, zzz. Who did that? Was it Trumpeter did it, wasn't it? Under Master Tools? I think it was Master Tools or something did it. A little chop saw.
Sounds quite cool.
It's a nice little one, that is. But yeah, you have a little chop saw, and it's got literally a little motor with a tiny little cutting disc, and you just zzz, and do it that way. But yeah, sharp blade and roll it. And the same goes with plastic as well, exactly the same. But the brass stuff, especially the small stuff, if you're trying to keep it, the diameter and stuff like that, you've got to be proper nice and careful with it. If you try and use cutters or pliers, you're just going to crush it. Right, Brian says, hi team, congratulations to Phil on his nuptials. Thank you very much. I hope this is the right area to ask. I have a Bart Sharp large airbrush spray booth with LED lights, ducting and spare filters, and an airbrush with compressor with tank similar to the Bart Sharp AC01, and a Bart Sharp airbrush 186 dual action. All are in excellent conditions. I would like to donate these items to a good home to a member who is possibly starting out airbrushing. Collection has to be from Northampton, would be ideal, please, or possibly meet someone halfway. That's very generous of you there, Brian. You can contact Matt on, because he's an airbrush collector, and seeing as he's got my compressor and Andy's, he must be getting low. But no, I think obviously the best thing is if members, you contact Brian via the forum. You can see this post obviously up in the forum, and it will have always contact details on there and everything else. But that's very generous of you there, Brian, to do that and offer that up freebie. If not, stick it in the sell and buy section or something as well, and the guys can get it as well, because they might see that if they don't actually see the show. But very, very nice of you to offer that one up.
All right.
Indeed.
So yes, good job. Right, okay, so next up, little something I have got to do is, and I've got to work this out, so bear with me a minute, everyone. This weekend, it's Scale Model Challenge in Eindhoven. Me and Matt went a few years ago, and we're hopefully going to go next year as well. We'll bring the team with us. And the lovely people over at Breveco, who obviously we work a lot closely with, have got one going on at the moment. So this is their little thing here. So a lot of you know them through Display, but obviously they do a lot of other stuff as well. And the lovely Corrine has done a video. So hold on whilst I try and cue this up. Just 1 second. Just bear with me, because it's in about 10 different places, because it's not my usual format. Right, so we want to do that, and then we want to do that. Then we need to do that and that. There we go. And then hopefully you'll hear her.
Hi guys. This weekend there is a show in the Netherlands. It's called SMC, Scale Model Challenge. We as Breveco Modeling will be there. And if you go to the show, please be welcome to come to my stand. It's number D5 near the bar. You can see the DSP, IAE stuff, and I have the Flory thick washes. I have the pigments with me. And, well, of course, I have myself. Come and say hi. If you can't come to the show, I will try and make some videos and send them to Phil, and he can show you. So maybe I will see you there. Otherwise, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
There you go. So you heard it here first. So again, it's all... as you see, hold on, I've got to move this because I've got it literally all in 8 places. There we go. As you can see, you've got all the bits and pieces over on their website. If you want to go over and have a look, you can get a few ideas for it. But if you are going over there, obviously members, we'd love to see any photos, any videos you got or anything else, pop them up into the actual forum and bits and pieces like that. Because yes, we do like that show. It's a great show, especially if you're into your figure painting, which Matt clearly is. Because yeah, it's definitely more armour and figure than aircraft, which just seems alien if you're a UK modeller. So yes,
It's a good show.
it is. I thought it was a fantastic show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really nice to see completely different stuff, and as I say, the figure painting and stuff like that. So what did it? 3 years ago we went, Matt? Four?
Four.
Is it four? 4 years ago.
How long you and Tom's been together?
5.
Well, 5 years ago, because you literally just got together.
Oh right, so actually it's 5 years ago. So
Jeez.
yes, crikey.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good old show, that one. As I say, if you're into figure painting and your armoury bits and stuff, you've got to go, because I have never seen so many figures in my life easily. It's
Can I just say
wall to
that
wall with it.
both of them were so drunk that they can't remember anything about it at all. And they're
Hush now.
just going off photos that they took or the pictures that they've seen.
Yeah.
Other people have posted.
I may have had a drink the night before.
I had
You
nothing.
have 1 or 2 Heinekens,
I
did you?
couldn't find the hotel.
You was on
Yeah.
the Heinekens or the Amstel, weren't you? Come on,
I
I
had-
bet
I
it.
think it was on the Amstel.
Hang on,
I'm
brother.
pretty sure I was spiked. I'm going to go down that line, because I was fine right up until Matt said about going into some bar. And then next thing you know, there was, I don't know, Jägermeister involved, and I don't know. And then next thing you know, I don't really remember much.
We're talking about the same conversation we had before we came on live.
What about the oyster bar? Yeah.
The oyster bar. That's it. But yes. So yes, we can't talk.
Wait, when in Rome?
Well, this is it. We were just keeping up with the locals, but clearly failing.
Or when in Eindhoven?
Or when in Eindhoven. Yes, that's it. So anyway, Matt might have almost started World War III in there, but that's another story as well. But we did make it back, and we went to the show, and it was great because we met a load of you that we haven't seen before. We let a load of like non-members, just people who watch us on YouTube and stuff like that, and it was great. So it's a really, really good 2-day show on that one. So we managed to sober up by the Sunday version for the Sunday day. So it was all good. But anyway, that is this weekend. So make sure you go say hello to the lovely Kareen and Avid. He's there as well. And yeah, generally have fun. Take photos, send them to us. Love to see it because it's really good for that one.
Yeah.
So yes. And if you've got any recommendations for model shows we should go to in Europe, drop us an email.
I know Phil's on this.
You never know. We might just turn up.
You can tell he's married now.
It's all right. She might have to. She'll be coming with us. You know what she's like. She won't give up. So yes, that would be a good one to do as well.
Better find some flights and an Airbnb.
Yes. Yeah, you can get an Airbnb.
Are you coming, Nave?
It's just like school holidays. It's always the tricky one, isn't it? That's the big issue.
That's all right.
Eindhoven. If I can get a Friday night flight out of John Lennon, I can do it.
Well, the thing is, it's not exactly far to Schiphol, is it? It's bloody
No, it's about
half an hour or whatever it is. It's mega flight.
Yeah, it's a quick flight.
We do it
We flew Manchester, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah. We'd have to have a look, see what flights are there now. So why is Andy muted himself?
Is he painting?
That's what I want to know. What's that, Andy? What is that he's got in his hand?
Oh, look, he's got a Fenga Benga.
There's no in it.
Yeah,
it's just for show.
It's clean as his filters.
Cleanest, I'm going to say. It's as clean as his filters.
Definitely.
So, right. It's a good job I don't do paving for a living. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah, I won't get you in to do my steps.
Hey, it's a bit rustic. It's kind of work.
Oh, has it? Hold on,
Yeah.
I don't know which cameras you guys are all on because you're all on different stations tonight. Where are you? There we go. Yes, that's definitely rustic.
It's a bit rustic, isn't it? Look. I think that's not bad.
I get the idea of it. No, that's all good. Some of those are just a little bit lifted on the edges.
I'll let that dry and then I can trim all the overhang off to square it off.
I'm just thinking, is the glue warping your thingy card?
Me cork.
Your cork. Yeah, it looks like a few of them is starting to warp it a bit. I think you need to put a book on it, something heavy, hold it all down.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just set a little bit because I just want the glue to grip, if you know what I mean. But yes.
Or fading that, take your little curb out for the minute and turn it upside down and put a weight on it.
Yeah. I'm going to put the diorama book on it, to be honest, I think. And weigh it down a bit. So let's just get rid of that.
There you go. Richard's going to SMC on Sunday. Competition areas worth a visit. Absolutely off scale. It is. It's amazing.
It is. It's amazing quality. There we go. Look.
There you go. That'll work.
So once that's all grafted in and squared off, I think that'll look all right, to be honest. Let's see. It is what it is, isn't it? So
yes.
This is what's going to be behind it. Hold on. Let me go and get it down. So obviously the curve's going to be there in a bit of soil, and then we're going to have a tree. Look.
Very nice.
So stick a tree as a backdrop.
Do you get that out of a garden centre?
Do you think you can get that, Nathan, in one piece?
Oh my God. Was it in a box?
Do you not think, though, when he starts to go to take off, he's going to end up chopping that tree down?
Well, look, it's all folded. It's just there.
He's parked up.
He's parked up
to get into the shade.
Exactly. It's not real. So yeah, I'm gonna make a little curb, then the tree will be here, and then the dude will be somewhere around there, I reckon.
There you go. Look. Tony says you could get a job in the council with paving like that.
You're damn right I could. There'd be a lot of claims where somebody's tripped up. Yes, it's not exactly. But I put my book on it and let it dry. I think.
Yeah, I
would.
would.
Idea, Philip. You know what you need?
It.
Some weights. Just thinking, what have I got that's heavy-ish? I think the diorama book will do.
Yeah, the diorama book, that'll do it. Crikey.
Do you want to add a new one to the order map?
You
When you've stuck it to the base.
Yeah, I'm going to take it off and it'll be stuck.
What, my book?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't have a little bit excess glue.
Ooh,
That didn't sound good. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it till it dries, eh?
It'll be fine.
Yeah, did I mention about putting a thin layer of cling film down first?
He who dares wins.
Exactly. You've taught me everything you know, Phil, on how to bodge.
Bodge it and Scarpa.
Stop bodging. Just ruined me £80 diorama book.
It's fine. You don't need the cover anyway. All the useful stuff's inside.
Exactly. Can have a read of my sci-fi book while we're at it.
What a shock! I've got a short shot on the Airfix kit.
No.
Oh, John, you haven't.
Stop.
What a surprise!
Don't be such a drama queen.
Not
Can you
much
fix it?
fun.
There's always one who's going to moan, isn't there?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Just a bit of shim. That's all it needs.
What is
Yeah.
it? You just got half a tail?
Hey, show us on a close-up.
Well, I can't. To be honest, it's not much of one, but it is just on the end of the tail plane.
God, the way you've just gone on, it's like you're missing half the fuselage.
Half a fuselage. Yeah, do you remember? I had a proper short shot on mine. I had one half of it was missing, basically.
Hey, oh, Tommy Topper.
Hey, everyone I had a short shot at one point.
Yeah, well, I had one and there were just no sprues in it at all.
Matt, Paul's asking, is the sci-fi book any good?
It's fantastic, Paul. It's the best book you could ever buy for sci-fi.
Are you selling it in the shop by any chance?
Yeah, are they available in the store?
They're available, got none in stock.
We can get you one.
Don't forget, if you do pop over to the bookstore, it's right here, look. Pop into books.
But we've got no in it, don't we?
I was going to say, it is a bit empty. Oh, yeah, the FAQ book's out of stock as well.
We are going to get some more FAQ books if people want them. But actually, the sci-fi one is quite a good book, I have to say. It's got some nice stuff in it if you're into that, like X-Wings and robots and a bit of Machine Krieger, is it? Even got a DeLorean in here, I think.
Mm-hmm. Usual thing, if you want any of the books, just shout Andy a message and we'll get them in for you.
Yeah. So,
Where are you? I've lost you. Where are you tonight, Matt? There you go, you're there. That's it.
Sorry. You're just
You're
going
sit here and watch that peel off tomorrow.
What? But yeah, I'm going to say you're going to watch Blue Drive.
That's like slow TV, isn't it? 9-hour video.
Yeah, that's it. We're
Need a
watching.
time lapse. Yes.
Oh, look, Carl's missing his parcel shell from his bomb bug.
Oh no!
See? Wow.
Scratch build it.
Left a scratch build one.
Yes.
Do you know what I thought with that bomb bug actually, Phil? You know your lightning, your big lightning.
Mm.
I thought because it's 30 second, isn't it? Obviously, and the bomb bug's 30 second. I thought that looked make a cool little.
What? So the pilot's turned up in a bomb bug?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yes.
Bright orange bomb bug next to a silver.
With the lightning. Yeah, that'd probably be quite cool actually.
I never realised
instead of his 3 litre Capri.
Yes, 3 litre I Capri.
I never realised you can actually get, like, for the Bond Bug, the full proper Bond Bug, you can actually get a conversion kit to make it into a 4-wheeler.
Can you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you Google it.
Would that be like a reliant kitten?
Yes, it would, wouldn't
it? That's just no. Just stick a motorbike engine in one and that's it. You're away. You can pop wheelies in them and all sorts.
I think it's a very practical commuter vehicle.
I tell you what, but it's cool to park one.
I bet it is. You park it like
You
this.
don't need a lot of space for it, do you? So
You just wouldn't want to take it out on a windy day, would you?
No.
Bit of a crosswind going over the bridge.
They're quite planted.
Is it one of those a bit like Reliant Robins? You have to put a concrete slab in the passenger side if you've got no one in it, otherwise you're in trouble.
Otherwise, tipping over, you're just going to roll. God.
Oh, that was the funniest Top Gear when they kept crashing it on purpose.
It was, wasn't it? Every corner it just fell over.
So funny.
I bet the Reliant Robin Owners Club didn't find it funny.
No.
Well, if you remember at the time, there was a big kick-off about it because they were saying you can't roll them like that. They don't roll that easy. And they were like, well, we know that. So that's why they, if that was part of the joke, and they, but apparently they don't roll that easy. Well, we know that, but that was part of the funny thing side of it,
It
wasn't
was
it?
really funny.
Every
Couldn't
time he
get
gets to a
round the
corner,
corner.
it just falls over and he's on his side.
That was just the best.
Bad as the lorry drivers, there wasn't it?
Well, yeah, upset the lorry drive. Wasn't it wasn't it the Austin Maestro Club or something? That time they dropped it on something.
Yeah,
And then afterwards they kept, so at every show they were dropping a piano on one or something would happen and they were destroying them each time. It sounds something like we'd do.
You think we'd know better not to wind up Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah,
They're
it's like
doing
the type of
exactly
thing
what
we
they
do.
want.
Well, it was proving a point that British cars in the 70s were shit.
For crap,
It was
yes.
just crap. Like, what was the one where they filled it with water and it wouldn't? Was that the Rover SD1?
Something, yeah, I remember
was
that.
that
Yeah, he tried to
Wouldn't
put it,
fill
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because you had
They
a
sealed up all the
Dolomite-
doors and it
Dolomite-
was coming out of everywhere.
Yeah, there was a Dolomite, wasn't there, on one of them, and that couldn't get up an hill or something.
The Marina.
And I'm sure the other one was a Rover SD1 and it was just like a Cullender. Or a Princess. It might have been a Princess. I can't remember one of them, but it was crap.
Well, it was a marina powder that they dropped. So
Morris Marina.
That deserved to be crushed.
Yeah. The fact that there's no big British car makers around anymore tells you everything you
Exactly.
need to know about the British
Yes.
motoring industry. doesn't it?
Exactly.
All the mass-produced British brands have gone.
hang on a minute,
Thank
we've got
God.
Honda, we've got Toyota.
Yeah.
Honda and Toyota we've got.
MG are back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
they're made in China
Guangzhou.
Yeah.
by Chinese companies.
You got Lotus.
Exactly.
God,
Yes,
they've done
McLaren.
They've done an electric SUV, haven't they, Lotus?
Yes.
British Leyland was the problem. Yeah, probably.
I've got a little bit of flash on this.
And a 3-day
but
week.
I've got-
What
this
is it?
isn't flash. This is more than flash. Literally, you can't even bend it. It's that thick. And the trouble is, it's literally cut this round the window little port here. It should be like this. But this is really thick. This is not even bendable.
Get your god hand on it, snip it off.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. I won't go Godhand now. I'll go to my next go-to. We'll try it with a bit of a display one. I won't trust me Godhands with it.
You not saw it while you got your saw blade there.
Yeah, but the trouble is going around this thing here. I need to trim it back a bit first, I think.
Red Robbo, the union man from... Oh, he was at Longbridge in Birmingham.
Longbridge, yeah, Birmingham, really.
Is it true that the factory in Longbridge used to seal cans of beer inside the exhaust so the things rattled when they went up and down hills? Well, they didn't
It's
did
where the
put
saying
primer on.
Friday afternoon job came from, wasn't it?
They never
Well-
put
If it came
primer.
out of Longbridge on a Friday, you were absolutely stuffed.
How did they do that? Because they're on a 3-day week.
yeah, when they weren't
No,
on
not the
strike.
bolt inside the exhaust so the car rattled when he went up an hill. Red Robbo. God, yeah. Derek Robinson.
Right, okay. So we assume this is the bit for here. Well, it all seems to fit all right, he says. It's quite a nice fit. Can't wait to see what the instructions look like on this.
What, on the mass set?
Yeah.
At least you've got one for it. Imagine back in the day having to manually mask all that glass in.
Yeah.
What's the frames like?
To be honest, they're really sharp. You could.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a mass problem. It's not like they're soft and just got nothing there. They're actually got quite an edge to them. To be honest, the clear part's got some beautiful detail. It's got all raised rivets on it and recessed.
There you go.
So yeah, look, that's fun. Not.
Oh, Richard's dropped his Master Tools nipper. Bend them back.
Yeah. The Master Tool ones are right, I must admit, they're pretty industrial. You'll be fine.
Soft
They'll
and metal.
bounce.
Range Rovers. Oh, the build Range Rovers near me.
Hey, they got to build them near you because they only got to get shipped to Cheshire.
The Cheshire Chariots.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chariot, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Loads of people around here drive them, to be fair.
I remember back in the day, you used to be able to buy cans of mud, didn't you? Spray mud for spraying up the side of your Land Rover and not your Range Rover to make it look like you're in the country at the weekend.
Oh, brilliant.
A couple of my neighbours have got. I've never fancied one of them. Don't know why.
Don't do a lot for me.
It's never been on the list of car I'd like to own.
No.
I like the new Discovery. It's nice.
Oh, the Land Rover Discovery. I saw one of those in Devon. They look cool.
Yeah, there's a few of them around here, to be honest. Still none of them go off-road. What's getting popular around here is Defender, the new Defender. They seem to be everywhere.
Yeah, so that's a Defender. I meant, yeah, sorry, yeah, Defender. And they got the ladders on the side and the full box on the side. And yeah, like I say, for the schoolroom.
Yeah, it's sick. Put the kids in.
You need, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like going on safari down there.
Something like transit van that nearly ran me off the road going to the wedding.
Mind you, hold on, I'll see if I can find it. There is a picture. We got stuck behind a bloody milk tanker in the depths of Cornwall.
Isn't that called a cow?
If I can find the picture, I think actually it'll be in my other half's photos. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on. So we're driving along and all the rest of it, and you get stuck behind one of these for about 40 miles.
Oh, that's annoying.
So yeah, so you can't overtake him, you can't do anything, so you just follow him. The good thing is he's big enough, anything's coming the other way, they just have to move, you know? So, and literally we got rid of this tanker and he went into a farm, and then we carried on for another sort of 2 miles down this lane like this, and then we get into a convoy of tractors, because they're off obviously harvesting, but luckily because we were behind them, everyone had to get out of the way of them as well. So yes.
Those of you in America, that's what we call a motorway or a freeway.
Yeah, that in Cornwall, that's a normal road. On Devon and Cornwall, that's a normal sort of road. That's it. So, but yes. So yes, if you like your rodders, that's a rodders tanker for anybody who wants to know. But yes, no, very nice indeed.
Did you go to rip off Rick's fish and chip shop?
No, did we, El?
Why?
Why? Because
why has it got such a bad reputation, rip off Rick's chip shop?
we call it, it's actually Padstow, but we call it Padstein.
Padstein.
Because everything's owned by him. You go to any shop and it's him or his son. You know, because his son's got the big restaurant on the left as you go in. He's got the one on the right. He's got his own chippy, his own fishmongers. He's got his own literally shops everywhere throughout the entire little town. And it's all, you know, Stein. It all ends in Stein. So
that's I took Lynn there for her 40th birthday. It's the actual seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
And we all like dressed up for the occasion like you do. Got in
This
there,
is Cornwall,
and everyone
mate.
else was in like t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, I was going to say this is Cornwall.
But yeah,
Always
that's
better to be.
still the most expensive meal I've ever paid for. £160 for a meal for two.
Yeah, for fish and chips.
It was very, very nice. I will say that, but
The best fish and chips I've ever had. Hey, if you ever go to Padstow, you just have to go in the Chuff, which is the bakery, which was right on the harbour.
yeah, it was
Very
bloody
nice.
closed last time I went there.
Oh, was it? Yeah, no, the Chuff
Yeah, I
was
was
some really nice
gut-
stuff.
I was gutted.
Can you get a Cornish pasty in there?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yeah, very nice pasties and sausage rolls and all the rest of it. No, it's, they
Very,
do
very
do
nice
some really
pasties.
nice stuff. Yeah,
They put clotted cream in them, don't they?
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
no, they do some-
are they proper Cornish pasties where they're half and half?
you do, yeah, you get the half and half ones and everything. So,
Ooh. Why do you get them in Devon?
well, we're not allowed to have pasties in Devon.
Warrens
otherwise-
don't do that.
Well, this is it. You have to have a word.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do, do, do.
So what is the traditional recipe then for a Cornish pasty, Phil?
It's
Maiden
potato, swede,
Mm.
meat,
What meat though?
and
What meat?
beef. It is beef. And something else. Swede, potato.
Carrot. Carrot.
No, it's not carrot. Oh, Jesus, it's something else. Onion. Is it onion? Yeah,
Onion.
it is. I think it's onion.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got some spice in it, isn't it? Spices
It's
and
got
stuff.
peppers in it.
Not really. No, it's got salt and pepper. That's it. Salt and pepper.
Salt, pepper.
Yeah,
Carrot or swede. Same thing, depending where you are.
Have you ever done the little ferry across the river over the rock?
Yeah, over to on the other side. Yeah, yeah. Yes. The little landing boat.
I know, it's great. I was like, went with Lynn and it was like, this is just like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
Just-
it did. The
just
ramp
so-
went down and John threw himself off the side.
Yeah. Was he shouting medic as well while he was doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What's that one we went on, Phil? When we went across the little
Which one
ferry
was that?
to who were we going?
Was that Dartmouth? We did Dartmouth?
It could have been. I'm sure was it where we ended up where the tank is, the Sherman that's.
Oh yeah, it was. That was Dartmouth. Yeah, we went from Slapton, where obviously famously there's the Sherman there,
Yeah,
and then when the E-boats got in,
the Sherman that's held together by Hammerite.
yeah, it's literally the Amorite. It's like a shell now. It's rotted inside out.
Yeah.
So
Because it
I
was
still
flat,
say-
wasn't it?
I still say the best one was when we did Mossen and we went from Bratislava up the river to Vienna, wasn't
Yeah, to Vienna.
Put on that Soviet.
it? In that hydrofoil.
hydrofoil,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Soviet era hydrofoil. I thought that was brilliant.
That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you were trying to buy the model kit of it.
I
weren't
did.
you?
I bought,
Yeah,
I
we're literally
bought-
travelling on the boat whilst trying to find model kits of it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
But he couldn't ship to the UK, so he refunded me the money.
Yeah.
Shame.
Didn't say it was T34 engines in it.
Yeah, I think so, wasn't it?
So it was.
Couple of T34 engines.
a very
Sounded like
Soviet
it.
thing to have tank engines in it, wouldn't it?
It was, yeah.
I'll tell you what, it motored, didn't it?
Have you seen the one where there's another one of those, exactly the one we were on, and it's going along and he goes through some rough water, and you know that bit we went in at the front, where it's a bit like a viewing lounge at the front of the boat? The front of it, the glass smashes, and all because the wave comes up over the bow, and it smashes the entire front bit, and the water all pours in.
Also, it did seem to be held together with duct tape, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit rustic.
Well,
I'm sure it was the pride and joy of the fleet back in the day.
Say it's an old bus.
It's a relic.
Got us there and back, didn't it?
It did. No, very good.
Yeah. Nice trip down the Danube.
It was.
Oh dear.
What's that?
I'm looking at what John's doing.
What?
Have you got plastic card out?
What, me?
Yeah.
No.
Why can I see a bit of white then at the front of your fuselage? No, your fuselage off.
White? That's just light, isn't it, shining?
Is it just the light, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's absolutely tipping it down out here.
Yeah, we had that earlier. Coming through. Rough tonight.
We've had weather warnings for tonight.
Don't know what it's like here. What's it like there, Andy?
Do you know, I can't. I got a clue. Let me have a look on Google.
Yeah, look out your window, Google it.
Yeah, instead of just opening the blind, I'll Google it, see what it says.
So it's 10 degrees and cloudy.
See here it's saying 17 degrees, but I don't believe that. It's not that warm out there.
Alexa?
There you go. It's saying 16 degrees and rain in here.
It's 10 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies.
Yeah, she said. Oh, we can expect showers.
There's a yellow warning, rain in effect from Thursday 12th of October, 9 p.m. to Friday 13th of October, 8 p.m.
There's a rain warning for tonight and tomorrow.
Yes.
That's rubbish.
Fun commute in the morning then.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a nice weekend though.
That's good. Got the football on Sunday. It can rain as much as it likes tonight.
Right. Anybody else got any questions? Because we're running out of time.
5-minute clinic.
5-minute clinic, yeah.
5-minute clinic.
There you go. Greg says apparently there's snow up north coming in. Ooh.
But better not
You're
be.
up north. You're in Scotland north.
Yeah, I think you mean Scottish north, not...
Greg's in York, isn't he?
well, it's north to you.
It is north to me, so yeah, you can keep it as well.
Only just though.
Don't fancy snow. It was bumming t-shirt and shorts weather last week. What's going on?
But I tell you what, Sunday we were there literally. Here, look, I can show you a picture. This is our lovely hotel.
The blue skies.
We were in there. Look, a palm tree and everything. Very nice it was too. And then literally, there's the hotel.
That's nice.
So Amateurville. Right. There we go. Look, this is the beach. So sat here on the beach, literally pretty much all Sunday afternoon, and I had to go in the shade because it was too bloody hot. So that's why I'm sat. Because it's literally cooking. I have to say, there's a very nice bar there that serves alcoholic beverages, which is very nice. But yes.
Look at the glorious sky.
I know. In October, it was ridiculous. It was like 24 degrees or 25 degrees. I was absolutely sweating. So it's like, got to go under a parasol in the shade. But no, it was absolutely glorious.
We all went up the Hator Rocks just in t-shirt and jeans. It was gorgeous weather. Because I was getting sunburnt a bit. I was like, what's going on? You know.
There you go. Look, St Ives as well. That was in the morning, a bit earlier. So it was about 10 o'clock. It was absolutely glorious in October.
No tourists.
No tourists, I know. Isn't it great? Mind you, it did get a bit busier later on in the day. I'll give it that. But first thing in the morning, it was almost empty. It was great.
Why with the letter on tag?
Yeah, that's it. Suddenly they all turn up on mass hordes of them.
did the coaches turn up?
It's like a scene from Zulu. They all start making their way down towards the harbour.
Definitely not Greece, Christopher, I can tell you that.
Yes. It's close. We have nice white sandy beaches. It's all right. It's close. Anyone? Sorry, this is a question from Alistair. He says, any one of you guys, I've got this bloody heart that sticks there, is going to build the Airfix 172nd FGR1 FGR2 kit?
Built it.
Well, we built the FGR1, wasn't it? We all built it.
Version. We built a Navy version.
Yeah, the Navy version we did. We all built it back in the day. We did it as a group build, all of us, on the live shows. If you go back probably about, I don't know, how many years would that have been?
5.
About 5 years. We did it as part of a live series. We all built the same kit.
Was it beginning of COVID we did them?
I think it's even before that, to be honest.
It's been around
I've
a
got
while
a feeling it's before that, because we did that. We did the Furies all together. Me and Matt did the Buccaneer.
Yep.
I was trying to think of the other ones we all did as a group.
Didn't you lot do Hunters?
Yeah, did the Hunters. Yeah.
I did the Hunter because it don't do it for me as an aeroplane. So
that was a lovely build.
Sea flankers.
Oh yeah, we did.
The sea flankers. Yeah.
After react.
There's a few.
Chris says we have proper snow in Scotland, not that icing sugar you get down south that grinds all the traffic to a halt.
I thought Chris lived in Australia.
Yeah. Has he come back, has he? Yeah, get back to Australia. You've left. No coming back.
Yeah. He's pining for the fjords.
Yeah, that's it. He's pining for. He wants some cold weather, some damp, horrible cold weather.
He wants some iron brew.
Iron brew and damp weather. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I've got big to say. I love going to Scotland. I love my holidays in Scotland. It is a glorious part of the world, but maybe not in November.
Yeah. I must admit, I do like Scotland as well. It's a beautiful place.
I love it. The locks.
We're on about Croatia next year, I think.
My holiday shop.
Building everything Croatian.
Croatia's lovely. Don't know. I've not got the travel itch just yet. I think I'm satisfied that these past few months.
Nathan's still paying off his credit card bill.
Chris, yeah, I'm paying off the Colombia trip for another 6 months away. Well, Chris is going to Scotland in November. Ooh.
Oh.
What's that Scottish word for bad weather? They've got a really funny word for it, haven't they? I remember it.
Inclement.
They've got a word for bad weather. Really funny sounding word. Get it.
No, I do like a nice temperate climate.
Pish. That's what it is.
Pish.
Drag. I can't say it. You can't tell me how to pronounce it over the internet. That's the word.
It's
like saying, yeah. can't beat going to Glasgow, and even though they're speaking English, you can barely understand what they're saying. They've got a really thick accent.
My mum's got with me.
Not anymore. She speaks Queen's English.
Yeah, she's
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 changed.
like Mrs. Bouquet.
I'm proper struggling.
What are you struggling with?
I need to curve a piece of paper.
Have you tried it on a Flory Models mouse mat stroke PE bending equipment?
Any chance you can send me one?
Have you not got one? Funny enough, they came back into stock 2 days ago.
Graham's telling us they do proper snow in Canada. I bet they do.
Yes.
We're running out, John, to be honest. We've got a few of the F1s, the silver ones, but the other ones, I don't know if we've got any left here.
No, they're out, yeah.
They're out.
The F6.
Yeah, they've.
Yeah, the F6, the camo one is out. We've only got the F1, F3.
Yeah, and once they've gone as well. So.
And they have as well, because I tried to gab one of the F1s as well, to be honest. The F6 I tried to get.
Mm.
And it is out with our said supplier as well, so I think that's it.
Oh, Colombia. I'll tell you what, I'd go back to Colombia in a shot, you know, it's a brilliant place. Just avoid balconies.
Yeah, just the bungalow living. Have the Jane McDonald experience, please.
Colombian snow.
Well, at least you know the health service and healthcare is good over there now.
I do, yeah. Could do without doing that again.
Yeah. 9 o'clock, boys.
Yeah, I know. Today's flown by. Absolutely flown by.
So what's more difficult to understand for you, a Scott or Gerald from Clarkson's Farm? I don't know, close little thing with a pair on them, I think. Depends where it's from Scotland. If it's Glaswegian, they can be
It's close run, isn't it? It's just if they use if they've got a really thick accent and they use loads of like local dialect phrases, like Glasgow is just baffling. You get every third word, don't you?
Yeah, just make it up in between.
They mix in words that we don't use in England.
My granddad used to rabbit on all the time, and my mum would just talk back to him, and I wouldn't have a clue what they were talking about. Yeah, he was really broad, real broad accent.
I think
because everybody seems to think down here in the West Country we all sound like really strong, but it's not. It's actually around Bristol. That's the strongest. If you got Bristol, it's really strong. And as you move out, even like down to Taunton, but it doesn't get as bad. And the further you get away from it, but everyone thinks it's a West Country thing. It's not. It's Bristol. That's where it's all where it be, isn't it?
Is that where
that
what has Chris put up in our chat? Like, what is that? See, there you go. Baffling.
Hey, they got that thingy on this morning, didn't they? That lady from Bristol who presents it. She's really broad as well.
I know her. Yeah.
How do you know
Josie,
her?
I know her. She actually opened my mate's bar in Bridgewater years ago. She did the official opening just after she won Big Brother, or came out of Big Brother.
Is that what she was on, was it? Is that how she got
her
that's
where she got her big break. She was on Big Brother back in the day, yeah.
Right, quick question. Mark's building the Airfix 30 CWT truck. He wants to paint it an RAF support vehicle. What's the colour? What blue is it? It's an RAF one.
RAF blue.
Is it? What's?
I have no idea.
What, a World War II one?
Yeah, the RAF support trucks were blue, weren't they?
They're all that.
Attack do the colour for it. It's hang on, let me find it for you.
Chris has just said he grew up in the RAF, so he got used to all the Scottish dialects. But if he does them today at work, his Aussie students haven't got a Scooby-Doo what he's saying. But do you shout? Do the kids know when you get in, the Scottish comes out? Do they know they've really pissed you off then? He's doing the Scottish thing. We need to back off.
Oh, hello. Where's Matt gone?
Matt's gone to.
Matt's doing the test card signal.
That's random. How's he done that?
There you go. He's all right. He's in. He's back.
It's because I've turned my camera off. I forgot actually,
delay.
I was on that camera and not the. I just turned it off.
Shouty Scots voice. That's what you need.
What, a shouty Scots person?
When you're angry, the accent comes out.
Right, we've got the number, Andy.
Yeah, I'm just going through the thing now, looking for it.
Good question. The RAF blue. It's like the same colour.
Hey, look what I've found. Look for you two.
Do you remember what it is, Matt?
Yeah, look under.
Oh.
Oh
my God.
There you go.
That's just
a soon.
Blue looks right to me.
They're doing that.
That's what Phil should do. One of them.
I've done loads of them over the years. I've got one here actually.
No, look. You've never done a video build. What about that? Look.
Hold on. I've got it here. Weirdly, I'll get it off. Funny enough, it's here from the other week when we were showing it. It's a bit dusty, but hold on. There we go. It's here. Did it?
Wait.
It needs dust. A bit of dust.
Where is it?
Dirk's put up Oxford Blue BS 105. Oh.
It does need a dust, admittedly.
That's too dark, surely, isn't it?
He has put a question mark after it, so maybe not.
I did this one part of the live series. It's amazing how many live builds we do. They don't actually count, but we did this as part of a live series from back in the day when we used to do the Saturday morning shows. But this is the Bandai one.
Too small.
It is a bit of a... Well, I've got the bigger one here as well somewhere. Let me look for this the other day and I couldn't see it. I've got the Razor Crest here and I'm sure I've got the other one somewhere.
It's RAF blue grey, but I can't find it in orange line.
145. 145.
145 is it?
I think so. Something like that.
That's. So I've been searching all this time. You knew what it was.
You what?
So it's 145, yeah?
So I've been searching all this time. You knew what the number was.
Well, you'd have to keep you on your toes.
You never asked me.
Been looking for the past. I did. Just ignore me.
I wasn't listening to you, basically. I was looking at stuff in my book. Yeah, there's two of them. There's 145 and two something. It's from the twos is the other one, I think.
Oh, yeah, RAF blue, yeah. We're sold out of it.
There you go, sold out of it.
Cool. Good job. Right, just before we go, quick thing around the old store. Obviously, we've got the new arrival section. We spoke about these a lot yesterday. Obviously, we've got that SU25. We've got the one that Nathan was talking about as well with the 109K4. We've also got in now some of the Tamiya ones have finally arrived. Been waiting for these for a while, but these are finally in as well. So we've got the Focke-Wulf with the little car with the Citroen. And obviously, we've got the nice jug. So we've been talking about jugs a lot recently. And because obviously the other one's out. Mini art soon with any luck as well, and obviously we've got the Sturmoff as well with the little Gaz. So yes, nice to see these ones come down the line. And we got the P51 coming in as well, haven't we, at some point?
You've had it.
Oh, is that one been and gone, is it? Sorry, just keeping up.
That's in the shop normal.
Oh right, okay, just checking, just making sure you're listening. And so we've got those obviously special offers. Unfortunately, we are out of lightnings, but we have got the other one as well. So that one's down in there, and all your other bits as well. So got some nice stuff down in there.
We'll swap and change some of these tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you want to grab them right now. Also, we do have to talk about Matt's next live build. We'll be doing the Revell 24 scale Aston Martin.
No, we won't.
With what silver is it called? Silver birch.
Silver birch.
Silver birch colour, apparently. So with that one, looks very nice. Have a look at yesterday's show because Matt was having a sneaky peek in the box with that one.
It is actually quite a nice kit. It is.
And you are 10 plus, so you're okay with that now.
Oh, you can do it. Bugger.
So yes, you can do that one. Obviously, we've got the specials, all the other bits and pieces said before. If you want to have a look around at those ones, you can do. We've got the books on that. We'll be getting restocks of those in very, very soon as well, right the way through. Don't forget as well, if you are lucky enough to be going over to SMC at the weekend, give Brevco a wave and a shout and a poke from me. And obviously, if you need bits and pieces, Flory products, as well as obviously all of their range, display and all the other bits and pieces they do, you can get it from them as well at the show.
What's with the flag of the US of A?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
They're saying it's no longer possible to ship. They can't ship there. They have the same crap we have trying to get stuff into Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So obviously, a lot of it is to do with chemicals and batteries and all stuff like that. So.
And sharp instruments.
Sharp instrument. No one likes a sharp instrument, apparently. You can't even get a scraper out of Europe.
You'll say when it comes to customs, do they?
No. Well,
No.
yeah. I was all right getting sharp instruments through. It was you last time that got searched. Rubber
No,
gloved.
I don't mean that. I mean when we were getting actual tools for the
Stuff
shop.
told, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't allowed shanks because apparently a scraping tool is called a knife.
Apparently so.
So, yes, never mind. Anyway, you get all the bits and pieces as well over from them. Obviously, we've got all your tools and all your bits and pieces as well over at the PM store if you want to get that. Obviously, I've got a full set of everything is back in now, including the merch. So the mouse mats are back in. So is the aprons, all the merch as well, the hoodies, T-shirts and stuff, because I picked them all up yesterday. So they're all back in stock as well now, at long last. So that's good. So, righto, if we are all done, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Absolute pleasure as always. I'll be back with you tomorrow for the catch-up show. Obviously, it'll be a short one because there wasn't a lot going on this week. But obviously, the next part of the Viking for members, that will be up with you probably around about midday. So that'll get on with that one. And then next week, I'm going to be really pushing through. We're going to get some paint onto it, get the weathering going with it, get it re-riveted and start to make it looking very much together as well with that one. So yes, good job. Right, we all done then, gentlemen?
We are, yep.
Very good. Right, we will leave it right there. Thank you very much for joining us. Say good morning, gentlemen. We're out of here.